Welcome back to Homefield Advantage. We have Thurgood Dennis on today, a track athlete who had some success last week, was named WIAC Athlete of the Week, won both of his events, the 60-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. How are you doing today, Thurgood?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me on.
All right, so first of all, we'll start about last week. Talking about last week, you guys had you finished fourth at the East Bay Invitational. You obviously led the team to with some great success. What's been what's been going on? You've been getting better and better as the years gone on. You had your personal record there in the 60-meter. So how's everything been going for you?
Actually, I had a little bit of a shin issue early in the year, so that was my first 60-meter dash of the year. The prelims felt good. I was just hoping not to be hurt anymore, and then the finals, just Alex Keenan from lacrosse really pushed me through. We have a really great rivalry together. We go back and forth beating each other, and it was a great race. Great way to start off my 60-meter for this year.
Awesome. And so is that your best time ever, or just your best time this year?
That's my lifetime best.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Congratulations. So obviously hoping to build on that success for tomorrow and Saturday in the WIC Championships that are coming up.
Absolutely.
What do you guys as a team need to do to perform up to expectations?
We're not deep like lacrosse is. They win. You probably know they win like conference every single year, and we don't have the same amount of like people that can get 7th and 8th in every event and just get that many points. But we really need to focus on ourselves, I think. Run our race, not get nervous. A big part is you have to remember that even though it's a conference meet, it's just another race. You really have to relax and do what you've been doing all year. That's what I think a lot of freshmen experience, that like nervousness of, wow, it's my first college conference meet. The times are faster than state in high school, actually, even though it's inside. And I think we just have to kind of focus a little bit, run our own race, be ready to go, be mentally prepared. And everyone contribute the same as we have all year, and we'll be okay.
All right. So the shin's feeling good, though, still, you think? You think you'll be able to throw out some fast times again?
Yeah, it's feeling a lot better. I have to throw a brace on there, but it's okay. I'll be good to go.
Awesome. So you already mentioned the guy from lacrosse as a good competitor. Who are some of the other individuals that are your toughest competition?
Alex Keenan from lacrosse, huge. Nick B. from Whitewater will be big, and Quentin Badger from Oshkosh. And Aaron Rubes from Platteville. Those are kind of the guys that it will probably come down to in the 60-meter dash at least, and for sprints. And then actually our 400 group is really close-knit, and we consider lacrosse as our best. It's going to be Eau Claire and lacrosse going neck and neck in the 4x4 and in the open 400. Both schools are so loaded at that position that it's going to be fun. It's going to be a shootout, that's for sure. Awesome. So usually relays are a lot more fun. What would you say is the event you enjoy the most? I love the 4x4. It's such a gut check. It's the end of the meet. You're just, with your 3 teammates, you kind of develop this rapport with each other. You can kind of, it's not really reading each other's minds, but you know how we're feeling. And we all know how each other's style is, how we run, and we just get so jacked, honestly. It's probably the best race of any meet. Awesome. So in terms of indoor season, does the WIAC Championship conclude your indoor season, or do you still have regionals and sectionals for that as well? Actually, no regionals and sectionals like high school. We have nationals coming up, and the point of nationals is you have your 5 indoor meets, conference, and then what's called the last chance meet, and that'll be next week, and that'll be at Point as well. And at the last chance meet, that's, like it says, your last chance to qualify for nationals. And so at one of those times, you want to become top 24 in the nation. And at last chance, if you're like 23, borderline, you want to run another event. You want to run your event again to try to get your time down and get to nationals. And then nationals is where indoor will culminate with, I think we're at North Central Illinois at that track. So that's where we'll be running against all the teams in the nation. And honestly, that tournament is going to be a lot like WIAC because our conference is so stacked that you'll see a lot of WIAC competitors there. And it's almost like another conference just with even better competition. It's going to be exciting. Sure, awesome. So in terms of you're going to be in the same surface three weeks in a row. Does that give you a little added comfort? Do you like the surface at Stevens Point? Or? Yeah, a little bit. It gives you're certainly familiar with the track, that's for sure. And it is nice to have that consistency. And also, Stevens Point's track is one of the newest in the conference, I think, for indoor. So good facilities. Should be a fast track, I think. Okay.
And have you performed at the nationals level before last year?
We did. We went in the 4x4, and I went in the 400-meter dash. And got 2 All-Americans for that. The 4x4 got second. 400 was 7th, which wasn't too great. My coach wasn't really pleased, but hopefully we'll build on that this year.
Awesome. So do you prefer indoor or outdoor more? Which do you like better?
Definitely outdoor. It's just easier on the legs, especially for distance runners, in fact, because if you think about it, the 200-meter track, you're constantly turning, and that's been contributing to the shin a little bit, I think, as well. Sure. And it's just great outdoor. The weather's nicer. I mean, you get to enjoy it. Indoor, I always get a nosebleed because it's so dry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just like to be outside, really.
Okay. So how do the events, the distances you run, change at all for outdoor? Do they?
60-meter dash becomes the 100, but otherwise that's it. And actually, one nice thing is probably my best race is the 200-meter dash. And indoor, that's not an event because the way the lanes line up, it's made kind of unfair. If you have an outside lane, you have a huge advantage. Okay. And outdoor, that becomes an event. So at nationals, instead of choosing between the 60 and the 4, because they both occur really close, I can run the 100, the 200, and the 4x4. So I get to participate in more events and hopefully do well, try to score as many points as possible. So outdoor for sure is my favorite.
Sure. Okay. So you're also a football player for the Blue Goals, play cornerback. What's it like being a two-sport athlete in college?
It keeps you busy, that's for sure. I'm never at a lack for a workout to do or homework to do. And I like the fact that it forces me to sit down and do my homework. Like tonight I was late because I was just on a roll, and it forces you to get on a roll like that and just get your homework done, because otherwise it'll pile up really, really quick. And I almost feel like if I wasn't in sports, my grades would probably suffer a little bit because I'd sit around, that 4 hours a day with nothing to do and just it would feel like nothing at least. And so I really enjoy that aspect of sports, as well as just the camaraderie. It's so much, we're closer knit than my high school teams ever were.
Okay.
Because we're all in the same boat. We're kind of sacrificing time for each other, and it's huge. I love it a lot, both sports.
All right, so I saw that you guys had a nice Harlem Shake video that you put up recently. What inspired you guys to do that, and how fun was it to be a part of it?
One night we were up on, I live on 7th floor in Towers North, and someone said something about this Harlem Shake, and we were like, what in the world is this? We turned it on and just said, we have to do one. So we did one as a floor first, and it was hilarious. We showed it to the track team, and Paul Hetke, who's he produces his own music and does his own music videos and stuff. Sure. On the team said, oh, we could absolutely do one as a team if you wanted. So we got together in the blue gyms and just did it, and it was crazy. It was huge. There were so many different props and stuff, and check it out if you haven't. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the guy with the pole vault right shaking it right in the front.
It was
Were you wearing a wacky outfit at all? Or
yeah, I was giving a tribute to Donald Driver, actually. I was in my Driver throwback jersey, and I had a Vikings hat, and I just beating it up, and it was fun.
You represented Wisconsin well. Mm-hmm. All right, well, is there anything else you'd like to add here before?
Not really, I don't think so. Just that athletically, track team is kind of not that well known, but we do pretty well, and actually academically we are tops in the nation. We got the team award last year for highest team GPA, which I guess I'll throw that in. My coach would like that.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. I hope you guys can succeed in bringing a WIC championship. Give lacrosse a run for their money.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you having you on. So, Thurgood Dennis again, a track runner for the Blue Goals. So we're gonna head to a commercial break. You're watching Homefield Advantage.